suburb about 45 miles northwest of Detroit. According to the Oakland County Undersheriff, the suspected shooter is in custody. Police say the suspected gunman is a 15-year-old male student. At this time, we do not know the identities of the 3 victims killed. 6 others were shot, including at least 1 teacher. The entire incident lasted about 5 minutes. Joining me now is Kathy Guider. She is a former FBI agent and a former police officer. Kathy, welcome. Thanks for being with us. So we know the alleged shooter was armed with a semi-automatic weapon. What more do we know about the suspect?
You know, at this point, they're going to be diving into everything that they can find out about this suspect. From what's being reported, he was a 15-year-old. He was acting alone. They're going to be looking into that. You're going to have detectives who will be assigned to look into that firearm. There will be detectives and officers who are going to look into the child, his family, his history, everything of that nature.
And within 5 minutes, we understand police were on the scene and the suspect was taken into custody. Do we know whether that aided in this quick apprehension?
I would think it would have to have aided in the quick apprehension. You know, when you have officers in the area that can respond no matter their assignment and they can get there, and, you know, it's being reported that officers are on site, that's going to help contain the threat and, you know, hopefully get that child in custody as soon as possible, which it appears that happened.
And do we know more about how those 5 minutes unfolded? Do we have any understanding of the crime scene at this point?
Not that I'm aware of. It's still very much an active, ongoing situation, and not a lot of details are coming out at the moment because of the ongoing nature of the investigation. So as those details come out, you know, I think we're going to find out, you know, more about maybe his ideology, his motive. But at this point in time, not a lot of information is available.
And we do understand that the suspect asked for an attorney. So what happens next in cases like these?
He's going to be given that attorney, and his parents will be notified. The parents will be brought in as well. Anytime that there's a juvenile, you're going to have parental approval, but you're going to get him the attorney that he has requested. And most likely at this point in time, it would be a public defender unless the family has a personal attorney on hand or somebody that they have worked with in the past. But he will be given that attorney and the right to speak with his attorney.
Now, at least one Michigan lawmaker is calling for stricter gun laws. The undersheriff says the suspect fired 15 to 20 shots. Do we know anything about the firearm used? I mean, I'm not familiar with this state's particular firearm laws, but I'm assuming at 15 he couldn't legally have obtained a gun.
Correct. I don't know the Michigan state laws myself, but I don't know of any states really where under age 18 are allowed to legally obtain a weapon. So they're going to be looking once, right away at the parents. Did the parents own this weapon? Where did he obtain the weapon from? Who, how much, things of that nature. It's been reported that it was a handgun. There's also been reports of a semi-automatic weapon. So, those are going to be some of the first things, get the evidence, get the weapon, and start working those avenues of the investigation.
All right, Kathy Guider, former FBI agent and former police officer, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your insight.
Thank you.